If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine. And maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them. From disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Weekly Dog Sports Betting Podcast.
Welcome to the Weekly Dog Sports Betting Podcast Show. It's your boy Mako Scott, the Mayor Russian.
And I'm E. Selling the Mayor Taylor Street.
And today, we got one of my brothers, man. One of our brothers. O'Milly from Old Heads Podcast. O'Milly, welcome, man.
Sir.
Welcome.
Yeah, buddy. I'm back home, man. Like I say, I appreciate the love, man. If you guys don't know, let me tell y'all something, man. Just a little quick 10 seconds. 1997, you're not finding 200 better high school basketball players in the city of Chicago than this young man right here. Yeah. He no bit of 5'10". I seen him drop 23 on Hales Franciscan. I'm talking about a straight dog. So when he asked me to come on the show, man, it's an honor. I appreciate it, man. Much love all the way from Wisconsin, man. Old Heads, I'm back home. Y'all welcome.
He's back. Y'all here, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy you here, brother. You know,
man,
the conversations, talking about the whole thing, you know.
Yeah, like they don't know about the back of the bus.
The back of the bus, man. We was doing this way back when.
Man, but you talking about 90, 95, 96, man. Like locker room talks, man. With Coach
that.
Bob going back to HT, but man, we gonna get in all that.
Yeah,
but
we gonna get into it. We gotta have a toast, though.
Yes, sir.
We made the ride, man.
I appreciate it.
Gotta have a toast,
yes, sir.
Man,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate the love.
So, man, this is the Weekly Dog. We're in the orchestration studio. Shout out Each of the Beast. This episode being produced by Each of the Beast. Y'all know all of that.
Yes,
we
sir.
need y'all to like, subscribe, and share.
Comment,
all of that. So, man, hit those links, all that. But, man, we got to get into it, though, really, man. Old Heads Podcast,
Yes, sir.
Y'all on 100. How many episodes?
This will be episode next one. I told them we enjoy their Easter, so episode 144 will be our next episode.
Nice.
That's going to be 144. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's actually going to be our NBA playoff edition. So we're going to be talking about what's going on in the playoffs and who we think is going to be coming out the East, who's coming out the West. And then we're also going to be talking about our end of the year, who we think are award celebrations as well. So that should be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Y'all check us out, man, on YouTube, man. Old Head Sports Entertainment Podcast.
Yes.
Also on the C Hendo on YouTube as well. And like I say, man, today is actually College Ball Saturday. So check us out on Facebook. We're talking all college ball, man. I'm always up for a good debate. So check us out, man.
Yeah, check them out, man. We here. Hey, Joe, you know, we be gambling a little bit, Joe. You know what I'm saying, Joe? I know, we know the Joes. You know, we know he on the Does, but we gonna get into some gambling in a little bit, man. I'm anxious to talk about, we're gonna talk about basketball, of course, because we heart hoops. But I'm anxious to talk about this baseball with you too, man. We've had a few interesting conversations off camera. It's time to bring it to the light, Joe. I'm happy you here. I'm happy, man. But before we get into the sports, we gotta let them know, man. Let's get into a little bit Old Heads Podcast. What y'all got coming up? Y'all got any special events coming up?
Absolutely. If you guys are in the La Crosse, Wisconsin area, check us out. June 21st as it will be. I'm not sure what year it is, but it's going to be our Juneteenth day in the park. A lot of fun, a lot of good food. So y'all come out there and enjoy, man. Like I said, with a lot of good culture, man. That's what really what La Crosse is about, bringing culture to that city. And Old Heads will be there again. We'll be doing our show live there. So come check us out. But June 22nd will actually be, I believe, in Powell Park if it doesn't rain. That'll be our actually second annual Juneteenth old school versus new school basketball game. So as anybody 22 and younger and against anybody 27 and older. So the last four, the new school have won. So, man, if you're an old head out there in La Crosse, or if you're not in La Crosse, man, you want to come check me out, man. inbox me on Old Heads, and man, if you want to sign up, it's a $10 entry fee for everybody to come. But man, it should be a lot of fun though, man.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
Bro, it's super dope. It's super dope, and that's actually how the podcast really started. Was I was at work one day, and I made a post I shouldn't be saying I was at work, but on my phone at work, and I was working third shift at the time, and I made a post. It was something like in reference of who's a better point guard, old school versus new school. Kevin Johnson versus Damian Lillard.
Right, the verses.
Yeah, the verses.
Right.
And it went kind of crazy. So I'm like, man, that's kind of dope. And then actually, I've always loved sports. A lot of people don't know I got accepted to go to Columbia after high school to do sports journalism.
Okay.
But I was like, I'm gonna take a year off being a knucklehead and I wanted to be the next Stuart Scott.
Right, you know we love.
Right,
We love
right.
talking about that.
Right, exactly. So. But I started doing that post every day, and that kind of kicked off. And I was telling my wife, like, man, I really want to do a podcast. She's like, just do it. And for Christmas, she actually bought me my first soundboard.
Okay.
And she was like, you want to do it, just do it. And I talked to some brothers, and that's how it all started. And I'm like, man, what is it going to be about? And I know as men, and especially black men, sometimes it's hard for us to connect with younger kids. Because for us, it's so different, especially for me, growing up in Chicago. Me at 16 is totally different than my son at 16. Like, I'm running from dogs, police, Mexicans, just to get to school. And I'm a good kid, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know sometimes for us, it's hard to learn how to interact with young kids. So for me, the thought came in my head, man, how about I do a sports show, but it's not only talking about Kevin Durant, we're also talking about Bernard King. So therefore, you're kind of melting both sides, you know what I'm saying? Where you can actually get, hey, Dad, maybe not so bad, you know what I'm saying? Aunt, maybe not so bad. Oh man, I ain't know Bernard King did. Will Chamberlain wasn't that bad, I thought. So I think that's kind of where it all came from, and with the whole Old Heads basketball game is really dope. Just to see the old guys kind of, interact with the young guys, bridging that gap, bro. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, man. I'm all about positive, and me especially having 4 boys, so it's all about.
Man, salute to that right there.
They're trying to be positive, bro, and that's what I'm trying to bring that type of energy to the world, and man, trying to do it, bro. We also looking at possibly August, looking at possibly doing an Old Heads car show as well. Old Head, it'll be a car show / King of the Hill. So that's something I think you guys should be looking at as well, man. That's gonna be a lot of fun. It's only gonna be 20 participants.
Who's gonna be on the grill?
Oh, hey, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to come up there.
I ain't coming. I'm coming to eat. I'm coming to eat. I'm coming to eat, man. I'm tell you like I know.
Hey,
on the real,
let me just tell you. And it's not any good food up there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, brothers ain't cooking out there. They ain't got them ox. They ain't got them big oxtails out there.
No, sir. Not in lacrosse. Not in lacrosse. Not in lacrosse. Now you might.
I know they got some steaks and cows up there.
Not in lacrosse.
Oh, my.
Not in lacrosse. But I can tell you what. But I tell you, if you ever come to my crib, I got you. I make great jerk chicken. I got some pics on the phone. I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah, I get down on the grill. I get down on the grill.
Either way, it's gonna be a good time.
Oh, absolutely.
I see you boys, y'all kicking on the show.
Oh yeah.
Saturday nights, it be mostly Saturday nights, right?
Every Saturday night, check us out. 6:15, 6:20. You know, it all depends on how the yak hit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know
I love
what I'm
the
saying?
debates, boy. Y'all be getting to it.
Oh yeah.
Man. I love it, man.
Oh yeah.
On the real, but we finna get to it now, man. We finna go.
Oh yeah.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
We gonna have to break it with, cause you know we be gambling.
I know.
We be gambling.
I'm most salute. I don't gamble. Like I said, I got 4 boys. Money too hard to come by.
I know you know about sports, though. I know you know about sports, though. We gonna have to break it with, Joe. I got a trivia question.
I know.
For you. You know what I'm saying?
Let me take a sip.
Yeah, take a sip. This gonna be an easy one. You know what I'm saying? we ain't gonna do too much. But we gotta make sure our audience gotta know you know about sports because we be gambling on this shit. So they gotta know.
He's like that old head though, so
yeah, old head. No, we gonna
give some old head.
Ain't no Chicago, so we gonna give some Chicago loves, give some Chicago trivia.
Okay.
What was the last Chicago team to win a championship?
That would have to be the Chicago Sky.
Okay. Okay.
Chicago.
Okay, yeah, okay. Chicago. We got that out the way, so you validated. You know what's going on in the sports world.
Much love to the Shy. Also, much love. I really like us picking up Haley Van.
Ooh, the W, you ready?
Haley Van.
Yeah, we gonna get to some W talks. Definitely coming.
I do not like us not keeping Carter though.
Kenny Carter.
Kenny Carter cold.
Yeah, Carter was cold. She's just hard to deal with, man. So
she hard to deal with.
And Haley a dog now though, and she played with
Haley a dog, but she's a little bit on the smaller side.
Yeah, she gonna have to earn her stripes.
Which is actually the problem she had with Caitlin Clark. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I mean I like her. I think she's kind of gonna take over kind of more that Dana Evans role.
Just younger in that spot.
Yeah, just a younger in that spot. I think she'll come off the bench, be a spark plug. But I think I understand what we're saying about Carter, but if a player is producing, I don't give a damn how much of an attitude they have.
Yeah.
Now it's one thing if she's not producing.
She unstoppable too.
Bro, like she has that star power. Like for us as
15 straight.
Bro, like for us as hoopers, as a hooper can watch her. Like you like when you watch her, you don't feel like you're watching the WNBA. Yeah. You feel like you don't watch like damn. Shorty ass. Okay, shorty. Right. With the two piece. Kind of like Juju. Like when I watch Juju play, I don't feel like I'm watching a girl play. I feel like I'm watching.
I don't like how you say that. You make that sound bad that it's women. Like man, because I feel like man, you know you say
no.
I don't like that. Come on.
No. You know what I'm saying? Just like back in like the 80s,
like real hoopers,
with the set shot and that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay.
He just ain't not discriminating on.
Not at all. No, not at all.
She's just a hooper. Period. In general.
Yeah, she's definitely a hooper.
Like
Absolutely.
she go against one of these dudes.
Exactly.
And take out one of them.
Any pocket American, you know, when she come back, she gonna be on that.
It's kind of like that Baron Davis where they got that bop in their game.
Yeah.
And that's something in it. I like that.
Yeah, Kennedy got that too.
There's some Lawry's in there.
Kennedy got that. She definitely got that. Hopefully she land on her feet, man.
But Khalil Cooper had it. We did whatever we did with her. I didn't understand that one.
We won a championship. It was just time to break that team up. That's how I feel about that team.
That's what Chicago do.
Yeah, they did what they came to do. Sometimes you gotta let go.
They played together in the league though, the underground league. What's the
Unrivaled?
Shout out Angel Reese, man. We're the depoy Unrivaled, man.
It's finna go crazy. The whole W finna go crazy.
Yeah.
We finna go crazy too. Let's get into other side of the break, man. I know y'all gotta like, subscribe, share for the show. We finna zone off, so y'all make sure y'all buckle up, man, because we finna get into it though, man. But we gonna cut this segment here for right now, and we coming back with crosstalks because we gotta talk about this baseball. So we gonna get into basketball because we'll talk about that all night. Other side of the break, baseball. We coming back, man. Pay some bills. The Weekly Dog Sportsman Podcast. I'm Malcolm Scott, the man Russian.
And I'm East Selling the man Taylor Street.
My brother with me, O'Milly. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. All day, man. Old Heads, man. Sports Entertainment Podcast. Represent, man. Represent.
And we coming back.
1/4 of Old Heads.
Yeah.
Yo, Jilla Beats on the ones and twos. Hey, if you're looking for a producer, songwriter, DJ, engineer, a place to podcast, radio interview, even a spot to rehearse, man, make sure you hit me up, 773-357-5089. We can make all that happen at the Orchestration Institute.
You tripping.
It's your boy Nike Films. You need any photography or music videos, just hit me on Instagram at Nike Films. That's NIKEEFILMZ. That's NIKEEFILMZ.
Attention all aspiring artists. Are you looking for the perfect place to take your passion for music to the next level? Look no further than the Orchestration Institute. The Orchestration Institute also offers music production, DJing, songwriting, a place to rehearse, skilled sound engineering. Host your pop-up on the pop-up, podcast, or your next baby shower. Call 773-357-5089. And don't forget to follow on all social media platforms for exciting updates. The Orchestration Institute, where all of your event and music production needs come alive.
Orchestration.
Welcome to the Weekly Dog Sportsman Podcast Show. Yeah, we off the rocks a little bit. Wheeling off the rocks to the Weekly Dog Sportsman Podcast. I'm your boy Malcolm Scott, the Mayor Russian.
And I'm East Selling the Man Taylor Street.
Man, O'Milly.
Man, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello, if you know. In the building, man. Old Heads Sports Entertainment Podcast, man.
Yeah.
Happy to be back, man. We're going to be talking about, you say the White Sox?
Yeah, no, we got to pick, this segment is called Crosstalk.
Crosstalk.
Yeah, so you got to pick a side. Right now, you got to pick a side.
You got to pick a side.
Oh, man.
You got to pick a side right now. Sox or Cubs, you got to pick a side.
Sox or Cubs?
Yeah, that's why he in the middle. It's Crosstalk. You got to pick a side.
Golly, gee, that's tough. Son of gun. I think I'm gonna have to say, respectfully, fuck the Cubs. All day, man. White Sox, dog. 35th Street. I don't fuck with the Cubs, B. Not at all. Not at all. I wasn't even happy when they won the championship. I was happy. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was happy for my grandma, R.I.P., because that's when I used to mess with the Cubs. When it was Sean Dunston, Andre Dawson.
Ooh, the Hawk.
The Hawk. I actually have a signed Hawk jersey at home.
The Hawk,
yeah, Mark Grace, Ryan Sandberg. That's when I mess with them.
Okay.
But when me and my mom used to get on that bus, and then actually would take the train, get off in Chinatown, and take the bus to Chinatown, take the train, the 35th, and then we would get off right there. And ever since then, because she used to get tickets for my girlfriend who had season tickets. Whatever tickets she didn't want, we would go to Angel games, eat them Polishes, and I fell in love with Frank Thomas and Blackjack McDowell.
It's the history, y'all hear that, America?
Bro, like Blackjack McDowell and Ozzie Guillen and Robin Ventura and the one dog Joey Core, you know what I'm saying? Like Lance John, like it was so
George
like
Bell, the real Sox.
A can of corn there, women. They're like, bro, like I love the White Sox. Can of corn, man. So I don't get me wrong, I love Harry Carey. I might even go to the steakhouse tonight. Me and my wife stand at the hotel next to it. But don't get me wrong, I love Harry Carey. I love the history of the Cubs. But when they ask me who am I, man, White Sox all fucking day.
White Sox all day. So he picked the side. Old Heads Podcast is rolling with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
1-0.
Yeah, 1-0. Pick the side.
We cool, you know. We like the Sox. We like all y'all be Sox fans. But we keep those Black Sox. We call them Black Sox.
Black Sox.
They always doing something bogus. You know what I'm saying? Always something bogus. Every time.
I'm gonna kick it off. Since you a Sox guy, I'm gonna kick it off with the Sox. We gonna do our Sox take first. I'm gonna get straight to the metaverse, E. Sox math, man. Math been mathing, Joe. I started out with $25. We got the 8 in a row. Full press, 8 in a row. You know what I'm saying? Full press, 8 in a row. Got the 335. Then we end up losing the first game of the series to Boston. You was just talking about how you hate Boston. You know what I'm saying? We end up losing the first game of the series to Boston. I should have known to stay out of it, man. So my new Sox math in a better verse, right? It was White Sox to lose 10 in a row, which, keep in mind, if you count right now, they done lost 5 in a row right now. So today could be number 6 in a row. It could be right back. But you know what I'm saying? When you take a crushing defeat, when you on that train and you take a defeat like that, you like, man, I almost made it to my goal. You upset, so I didn't hop back in it on the 5.5. I've been putting the socks with the parlays. Half of the parlay been hitting, half of them been losing. It's like it's been a rough road, Joe. But one thing I learned back with the White Sox, what I'm on now with this next streak I'm finna catch. If it get down to a determined game, I might just skip a game. You know, sometimes you might just gotta skip.
You gotta win 10 in a row.
Yeah, I just gotta win 10 in a row. I just gotta win.
You gotta play
so
10 in a row.
The formula get tweaked up a little bit, Joe. You might not have to win 10 in a row. You know, if you see a pothole, just jump over the pothole. Don't do what I did and drive my dumb ass right in the pothole and just lose the whole bag.
Exactly.
Because I'm gambling, man.
Yeah,
but don't do that. You know, don't do that. America, don't do that. I made a mistake. Don't do that. That's the better verse. That's socks and that's the better verse early, Joe.
Just recap so clarify so they understand what you're saying. The Sox they can lose 10 games in a row, but you don't have to bet them 10 straight games. You know, just bet them on whenever you feel like it's all right. This might be a trap game right here. Take a break.
Take a break. It's okay. Take a break. Yeah,
you gotta bet it every time. Then come back when they playing against the Dodgers. Like they gonna take that L right there. You know?
Absolutely.
Get that 10 times. Don't lose 10 times in a row.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's the goal.
Don't lose 10 times in a row.
They not beating
minus 200, right?
Yeah, minus 200. That's the average money line. That's it, man. Don't be smart. Drive safe, Joe. Don't drink and drive. Straight up. Straight up. That's the key to that one, Joe. Don't drink and drive. They on the White Sox.
Get an Uber if you have to. You know, get an Uber.
But on the baseball side, though, man, I got some new favorite Sox. I ain't gonna lie. We 5 and 10. You know what I'm saying? But like Vargas,
these guys over here.
Vargas been playing pretty good, Joe. Like the third baseman we got, he lead off. He been doing pretty good. I just need Luis Roberts to just get his act together. The pitching been alright. Some days the White Sox will score 10 runs, and then some days the White Sox won't score no runs. The pitching been alright.
If you losing games, the pitching is not alright.
Yeah, we losing games, but we not getting knocked across them.
4 and 15.
4 and 15? Is the exact? I'm counting today's win.
Oh, they won today?
Nah, they ain't won today. They played today at 3, so I don't know. I think they gonna win today, so I laid off of the bet today. You know, so I'm taking a break because I learned.
We have the second worst record in the league behind the Rockies.
Yeah.
The Rockies are 3 and 15.
So you say that's the same bet, White Sox to lose every game?
And probably until Trump's out of office.
That's 3 more years. So, hey, we should be coming up then.
But by then, we gonna have us like 9 number 1 picks. We'll be all right then.
And that's why America, you see what we talking about with 10 in a row. Just avoid. You don't gotta do 10 straight. They gonna lose majority of their games. They've been doing last year. I mean. And then find the other team that's losing too. Find them.
Colorado.
And pick those together. You might put them together.
Hope they not playing the Dodgers, and then the Dodgers will win. You know what I mean? And that's the parlay.
That might make that plus 100 now. You never know. It might be even money now.
Put them together, both of them to lose, the Dodgers to win. That's the parlay.
The Dodgers to win.
So we ain't gonna beat up on these Sox, Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about these Cubs.
Let's talk about a real baseball team out here, guys. Y'all know what's really going on.
Oh, wow.
There's a conspiracy theory out here, you know. They still treat the Cubs wrong. This dude, this kind of old head talking about how he gave us no praise to the end. It's all love, though.
Yeah.
14-9 right now. We're striking every team that's came to on our ankle. We beat everybody that's good. Yeah. All the games this year have been over 500. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to whoever made that schedule. Y'all bogus, but that's gonna make us better.
They're number 1 in the Central right now.
Number 1 in the Central. We did that already. We play against all the hard teams like the Dodgers, the Padres. We play against everybody. Shit. Even Oakland, they ain't that good, but they're still West Coast. We had Arizona twice. We playing them again right now. You know, and then we gonna get to that division soon. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see all them guys. I won't even care about the Sox. Sox is like the 16 we hate like the most. Like, you know what I'm saying? Versus, it's like they hate us. Like,
y'all don't even hate us the most, huh?
They don't hate us the most. We hate like the Brewers. We hate like the
you know what's
we hate like the Cardinals. We hate the Pirates.
That's funny.
The Reds.
Living in lacrosse, you would think. Because living in Chicago, I was always raised to hate the Packers.
Right.
It's not like that in Wisconsin. Right. In Wisconsin, it's whatever city is closer. Like with lacrosse, they hate the Vikings. Right. It's like, we don't really care about y'all.
Right.
Like, y'all not really, y'all don't win. We don't care. They hate the Vikings because lacrosse is literally like 9 minutes away from the next minutes from Minnesota. Right. So it's because like they right across from each other, but they say the closer you get, motherfuckers like Green Bay, the niggas hate Chicago. Madison, the niggas hate the Bears. But that's just
up that way, they hate the Vikings.
They don't hate the Sox.
That makes
the Cubs don't really hate the Sox like that. We hate all the other teams, but all I'm saying is I'm gonna keep it long story short. The Cubs are on destined to get to this playoffs. We get to the playoffs, yo. This World Series time. We gotta make it to the playoffs.
World Series Cubs?
World Series Cubs all day. All day World Series Cubs.
Hey.
I'm smelling it. I smell it already.
Hey,
our guys going crazy. We got our whole 1 through 9 plus 10 and 11.
We got the future for us,
you know
too.
The niggas is scoring. I told y'all they scored the most double-digit runs this year. People keep thinking I'm playing. They lead the league in run, and they lead the league in runs all day. And in steals.
Oh, yeah.
And in steals.
They won
why not
today.
us?
6-2. They
won.
Yeah. They beat a good Diamondbacks.
Suzuki hit another home run. Shout out to Suzuki, 2 straight nights, back-to-back home runs. You know, back-to-back home run nights for him. You know, shout out to Tucker, killing. You know, Ian Happ still killing. Nico Horner still killing. Then we got our other guys now like
Happ hit a grand slam.
Kelly,
today.
that dude Kelly.
How Shaw doing over there?
Shaw, he alright, you know what I'm saying? He done had an arrow that last game, messed us up a little bit. I ain't like what he did. In my eyes, you can't have arrows with me. Like, it's getting too crucial.
Third.
Yeah, like I be hating that because 2 outs, I hate them 2 outs. That's the worst time is when you got 2 outs. And you leave one, you get one person on, that's when all the scoring start happening. It don't never really be like when it's 1 out, 0 outs. It be when it's 2 outs. All the bullshit start happening in baseball.
Well, I'm gonna say this about the Cubs. I'm gonna give my Cubs take. Matter of fact, you a guess. How you feel about the Cubs, bro? This season, expectations. You think they gonna come out the?
I personally haven't followed much baseball. Believe it or not, I've been following a lot of basketball. And for some reason, I've gotten into wrestling again. For some reason, bro, I've gotten. Me and my wife there. She like, you what? I'm like, yeah. But anyway, that's a different.
WrestleMania.
Shout out to the twins and the twins that got the record. Not the tag team, the black tag team.
Booker T?
No, I know you're talking about.
No.
See how long it's
Street Profits.
Yeah.
Street Profits. Yeah. Black tag team champion.
Yeah, there's black tag team champion.
Look at
Street Profits, yo. They out here for the street. They for the us. They for us. They out here trying to win belts out here. Hey, keep it going, Joe. Keep it going.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, the Street Profits.
They on some whole other stuff.
Yeah, they come out with like red cups and shit like in there. Yeah, real talk. When you come out, they come out with like red cups. Yeah, with like that's one like their theme music, like the background.
They got the 70s exploitation
No.
mixed up to the 90s. They come out with red cups and big chains.
No, bro. I want to say that Montez might have a change, but yeah, the Street Pop. But anyway, I really haven't followed much baseball, man. So I think I'm more or less bouncing off y'all. I do see the Cubs have been playing well. White Sox, I can't watch that, man. It's so depressing.
I bet against it though. Bet
against it. That's fine.
You can bet against it.
That's how it's feeling if you just bet.
That's
that
true.
They lose every game.
That's true.
And you have so much fun.
That has helped me. That's my therapy.
I've been staying away from it. I understand we're in a rebuild stage. We won't be here forever. So, but yeah, I really haven't followed much on the Cubs. I just know that they're playing well. I do know being in Wisconsin, I know the Brewers absolutely hate the Cubs. So
Man,
I do
really
take some solace in that.
So that's the reason. That's another reason why you don't like the Cubs. So you got a little bit of Brewer hate.
Oh,
plus,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Plus Sox hate. Oh, you double hate us.
Yeah. I'm not a.
Those are the ones I hate the most.
And I like
the Brewer fans and Sox fans. Those are the worst. Those are the worst fans ever. Like you're a semi-Brewer fan.
I'm definitely not I can't think of no Wisconsin.
Because people don't care about
America. You don't like none of the Wisconsin teams?
Nah, I don't fuck with none of them, bro. You can ask my wife, bro. I get in so much trouble whenever the Bears beat the Packers or the Packers lose. I go outside wherever crib I'm at and come outside and say, the Packers suck a lot. I did that shit one time, bro. Bro, I did that shit one time. I closed my door. Somebody said, fuck you. Bro, them niggas be mad as hell when the Packers lose, bro. Like, mad, my nigga. Nigga, like you spit on their kid, bro. Like you slap their Trump hat off their head.
I can respect that because that's how I be with the Packers. So I can respect that. I've been going through that. Imagine drafting number one quarterback overall, having all these expectations, and then losing 8 games in a row, man. You would burn down the whole city block. Like I wanted to burn down the block, but the only thing that kept me sane was gambling, and placing wages that the Bears would lose.
He called last season. We one of our episodes. That was a crazy episode because he said the Bears gonna lose every game. We had at least about 7 games left. 7 games left, but they lost every game up until the last game.
Until the last game, the Packers.
Oh, trust me, I know. You don't have to tell me that. Oh, nigga, I go watch that on YouTube all the time. You can go watch. Y'all can go watch it on YouTube. Real talk.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, the real. Yeah, I love when the Packers lose too, man.
Oh, you have no idea.
I love when the Packers lose.
You have.
And I love when
living in Wisconsin, that shit really make you love it when they lose.
Speaking of the Bears, man, because before we get up out of here on baseball, because I know we we're supposed to have no football in this segment, but
it's football. It can go anywhere.
Like we got Old Heads here, Bears fan, and Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? So
fuck them Packer fans.
It's crazy. So what is your take on the Chicago issue? What you liking about it so far? What they have done this off season?
Oh, I love everything we've done. And me personally, I think if Will Campbell is there, that left tackle out of LSU, I would love it. A lot of people saying we solidified that middle. That's phenomenal. Mm-hmm. But you can never have too many good offensive linemen. Right. And I think, in my personal opinion, I think we have our right tackle for the future. Okay. And then I think if we can get Will Campbell in there, if we can solidify those tackles similar to what Jim Harbaugh is doing in Los Angeles, where you can have those 2 bookends solidified for the next decade. I'm not saying you can always find interior linemen, but you have a much better chance of having good interior linemen off it season after season, as opposed to finding good tackles year after year.
Facts.
So for me, I'm a big Caleb guy. I took a lot of heat from a lot of people. A lot of people wanted Justin. I was like, no, I want Caleb Williams. Like, I personally think when you look at his numbers compared to what people say CJ Stroud numbers, they're virtually identical. But when you look at what Caleb had to go through, I look at the talent. I look at most quarterbacks. We actually talked about this. I can't remember what episode it was, but I brung up John Elway first rookie numbers. I brung up Troy Aikman rookie numbers, and they all were not successful their rookie year. People forget a lot of these guys who are good their rookie year. You don't have a lot of Andrew Lucks who pop their first year and they continue to be phenomenal. A lot of times you're phenomenal that first year. Coaches figure you out that second year, and then it's a downward spiral.
I like CJ Stroud.
Right. I mean, CJ, his offensive line wasn't good as well. I mean, so
he's always something.
Lamar Jackson had he's jumped it off right away, but he was.
But Lamar Jackson is also generational.
Yeah, he came in. But yeah, that really happened.
But I think with Caleb, for one, I love his demeanor. I think a lot of people.
And they give him a lot of.
Is he the best quarterback in NFC ball?
I can't say that right now. No, right now the best quarterback is Justin Love. But But no.
I take that with a grain of salt.
I gotta think of that one.
I'm excuse Jordan Love.
Running back.
I would say right now it's Jordan Love, but he kind of has that Brett Favre thing as to where he can be turnover prone. Whereas we've seen with Caleb, he seemed to protect the ball extremely fucking well. Extremely well. With having all that kind of similar to
all
Shador.
that pressure. Now he's not going to have pressure.
Which is weird to me that people think Shador is going to slide, but I'm like, this is what I want in a quarterback. He didn't have a great offense. If you look at that Colorado team, Shador Sanders was under pressure almost every single snap, and he was still accurate. Yeah. Guess fucking what? If you're drafted early as a quarterback, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be under duress every fucking time. They're not drafting number 1 just because they're the Kansas City Chiefs. It doesn't work like that. You know. So, but
that means somebody else got hurt. The previous quarterback got hurt. That's why they quarterback.
But just
they lost their quarterback.
Just to wrap it up really quick, I love what the Bears are doing. I would like to see us get Will Campbell. I don't think he's going to be there. If he's not there, I say get Tyler Warren, that tight end out of Penn State. He can do a little bit of everything. And then also Ben Johnson likes to have he loves running 2 tight end sets. He can be our Sam Laporta, what they had in Detroit. And then this is a phenomenal running back draft. We get 2 high picks in the second round. I say with that second pick, go for a running back. Because like I said, this is a deep running back draft. It'll be nice to get Genty, but if you can get a running back that's 80% of what he is, 85% of what he is, that's what I say do on top of looking. Tyler Warren, I think, is going to be a stud. I love Rome. I wanted us to take Brock Bowers last year. Right. That's what I wanted. I think we see the type of all-pro that he is. So I think, so I think Warren, he's drawing comparisons to Gronkowski. Quarterbacks, young quarterbacks, I think, in order for them to progress, typically have a good tight end.
But wasn't they saying the same thing about Cole? Wasn't they saying the same thing about Cole Kmet? Like they had those type of things, and this.
I love Cole Kmet.
I feel like we tried the tight end situation so many times. That's not
Cole Kmet.
If you
this
telling me
Chicago, you gotta have a good tight end.
But are you telling me so? If Genty is right there, like if he just happened to fall 10, I don't think he's gonna fall 10. But if we're there at number 10 and Anson Genty is still right there, you don't think that might be the brightest, smartest idea after what we seen with Saquon Barkley just did? Like he one of those type running backs. I don't want no running back.
I don't think
he's on that.
I don't
Me personally, I don't think he's a
college
Saquon.
running backs that be the man in college, but once you get to the NFL, it's different. You know what I mean? Not too many running backs.
He's not that much better to me. Excuse me not to cut you off. He's not that much better to me than Omarion Hampton. If you watch Omarion Hampton in North Carolina, I mean this is a deep. You're probably going to have like 13, 15 running backs getting drafted in this draft. So I'm not saying that he wouldn't be phenomenal behind Caleb Williams. He could be. But what I'm saying is if I can get a Tyler Warren who's also looking like he could be a special, and I mean, we're talking about, they're comparing him to possibly a Gronk.
Right.
And then I love Kmet, but I'm looking at the age.
And it's still a blocker too. That's still a blocker.
Exactly, another block, and then
offensive lineman hybrid.
And also I'm looking at his coaching. It's not like we have the same coaching that we had last year. Right. We have someone that can actually utilize a 2 tight end set to our advantage. So I personally like that, man. Have an extra security blanket for Caleb. So I think Tyler Warren in the draft along with done. I think another 8. I think 8 wins is good for us. As long as I see
8 wins.
8 wins with all that you said?
You was good.
I'm being realistic.
I'm letting you know like this. So we was having this talk yesterday, right, about the Bears. And shout out West Coast Philly, cross-side Philly from yesterday. Philly, Joe, messing with the Lucas Brothers beers, you learned your lesson, bro. But shout out Philly, man. He brought up a real valid question, bro. He said, man, is this playoff a bust? And if the Bears don't make the playoffs, we should fire Ryan Poles. And I felt him on that. I like Ryan Poles. So to talk about the draft real quick, to spin up out of there, I look at the draft like this. The Bears, they in another situation in the draft where they can't fucking lose. Like, they can't possibly lose this draft. And since he been our GM, he done engineered at least 2 or 3 of these types of drafts. You know, when we going into the draft, and he got embarrassment of riches to pick from in the draft. He got picks to wheel and deal. So I'm expecting a surprise out of the Bears. I don't know who we gonna pick. I can't say it's gonna be Gentry. I can't say it's gonna be dude from LSU, the offensive lineman, Campbell. Can't say that. The tight end homie. I don't really know. You know what I mean? I know he can't lose though. That's one thing I do know. He can't lose. So even if he trade the pick, I wouldn't even be mad if he traded the pick because, like you say, there's so many running backs out here. It might not be as many offensive.
If we don't get this, I'll trade back.
I would definitely trade back. I wouldn't trade forward. Yeah, I would definitely trade back. I wouldn't trade forward. So that's that. But the Bears gotta win, Joe. Like, we didn't get Ben Johnson. Antoine Randall not in Chicago for the Bears to win 8 games. If we wanted to win 8 games, we could have kept Eberflus. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta go. Like, man, we gotta set our standards as Bears fans, yo. We got our standards gotta be set up here, Joe. We gotta be like, man, this gotta be a 12-win season. Or Ben Johnson, you ain't the guy who I thought you was.
We is not looking for no 8-game mediocrity no more.
No, hell no 8 games.
We improved what? We won 5 games this year, I think.
We gotta win. We gotta best gotta make the playoffs, period.
Gotta make the playoffs. Because Justin Fields
we gotta make the playoffs, period. On the real. But that's what I'm saying about the Bears. They gotta make the playoffs. But do you feel like that though? Do you feel like 8 games is fine enough to keep Ryan Poles? If the Bears don't make the playoffs, you don't agree with that? Ryan Poles should keep a job?
I think Ryan Poles has done everything that he could possibly do. I mean, if like I tell people, if he was wrong on Caleb Williams, guess what? Everybody was wrong on Caleb Williams.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Same thing with the coach.
Me personally, I didn't want Eberflus coming back because y'all can watch the show. I said he's a lame duck head coach. You don't want Caleb going into his second year with another head coach, with another offensive coordinator. Young quarterbacks need consistency. So we pretty much knew if the Bears wouldn't get to the playoff, Flus was gone anyway. So why even keep him, right? So I didn't really like that. But outside of that, he's pretty much done everything that he could have done. We can't say Caleb doesn't have weapons. He took a wide receiver in the top 10 in Roman Doomsday. You paid your top wide receiver. You went out and got a veteran wide receiver in Keenan Allen. Now, I personally would have liked to retain Keenan Allen. Now, we could say possibly getting Gerald Everett, that second tight end, was a bad pick, but we don't really know that because we didn't necessarily have the type of coaching that knew how to necessarily run a 2 tight end set. So it's like I don't really have an issue with what Poles has done. I'm just being realistic. When you look at that NFC, the Eagles are going to make the playoffs. What is it, 8 teams that make the playoffs? Something like that. 8, 7. Okay, so you figure the Eagles are probably going to make it. The Commanders more than likely. The Lions are going to make it. That's 3 right there. Packers, they make it every fucking year.
I ain't agreeing with none of those. The Commanders gonna be kind of like how Texas. They might fall off. Detroit definitely not a guarantee.
Yeah, Detroit definitely not. They lost everybody.
The only person I really agree with is Philadelphia.
I don't know. Packers make it every year. They make it every year.
They asked this year already.
We beat them once.
This year.
Barely. You figure Packers, the Bucks. Okay, well, how we even if we just do it by division, right? And if NFC West, so it's basically we're not going to win our division.
Fell off.
So it's probably going to be the Lions or the Packers that's going to win our division. One of those two, more than likely.
I don't know.
The only way I see us possibly getting it is maybe a wild card, but I don't see the Commanders getting worse. They went out and got better. The Eagles, I know. That's what I'm saying. They both made it last year. Right. You know what I'm saying? So then you got so you're looking at probably like four, maybe 5 teams if you want to say both the Lions and the Packers make it. If the Lions don't really have that big of a dip off, and then you still got the NFC South and the NFC West.
I think the Lions.
That's just my opinion. Now I think the Bears could be right on the outside.
Minnesota lost their quarterback.
They already
lost their quarterback.
But
they on to the next quarterback. I know they got homie, but he get hurt every year. For some reason, he's gonna miss a couple of games. Every year, it's gonna mess up 2 of their games.
Central got great coaches. The NFC North. I mean, they got great coaches.
About the NFC North.
They got, you know what I mean. It is what it is in there. Like,
and it's
Bears,
we play them tough every year. I think it's our year to run the NFC North.
I think
it's our year. It's our turn.
We gonna have to beat the Packers.
I personally think the Bears are a year or 2 away from being serious contenders. To me, they're kind of what Detroit was 2 years ago. Where I think this year you're going to kind of start to see, okay, this is the right direction. They maybe just need another year or 2 to gel, but we got the right players, we got the right pieces. They're clicking. They just need to learn how to win. And then once they learn how to win, then I think that's when you'll start to see that tide turn to where instead of the Packers being that team that everybody looks at in that division, that's when I think people start looking at Chicago being that team for the next decade.
Couple of years.
That's my opinion. 2 years. Right. 2 years. I say it takes time to gel, bro. It's gonna take time.
It's gonna take a minute to show.
Like 2 years. God damn. I got like 2 more years.
It takes time.
We agree to disagree. We agree to disagree on that.
I want to go to sleep for 2 years, then come back. Wake me up with the Bears game.
We got the quarterback.
What Kevin Warren said, a year's a lifetime. In this day and age, a year's a lifetime.
Yeah, it's fast.
So
come back quick.
They're gonna learn how to win this year. Bears gonna win the playoff game this year. If we don't, it's gonna be a disappointing season to me. And we can the Bears don't win at least 10 games and make the playoffs. At least 10 games.
At least 10.
And make the playoffs this year. It was a complete
I'll take 9. I'll take 9 and make the playoffs though.
And make the playoffs. We gotta make the playoffs.
Gotta make the playoffs, but I'll take 9. I'll take 9. Just make the playoffs.
We gonna say like, subscribe, share. We gonna come back, man. We got another segment. We grooving, man. We hit our boat. We was in crosstalk, but you know it's football season. Always football season. Always talk about some football. We might even talk about football. Couple of days. So we gotta get ready for it, Joe. Next segment, though, hoops, man. We gonna really get lost with the hoops. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Coming back, man. We need dog.
Look at the flick on the wrist. You know I had a chat. You can tell.
We are coming to you live from the orchestration studio, so turn your radio up and turn those speakers up.
Yo, it's your boy Shy Blizz, represent Aiden's Towing and Recovery. You know they service in the northwest side of Chicago and all the surrounding suburbs. Hit them up, 773-747-1142. That's 773-747-1142. Listen to the Crown Holder, man. They specialize in accident recovery. If you have full coverage insurance, nothing comes out of your pocket. Zero, zilch, nada. That's right. Hit them up, Aiden's Towing and Recovery, 773-747-1142. That's 773-747-1142. Do it now.
Yo, Jilla Beats on the ones and twos. Hey, if you're looking for a producer, songwriter, DJ, engineer, a place to podcast, radio interview, even a spot to rehearse, man, make sure you hit me up, 773-357-5089. We can make all that happen at the Orchestration Institute.
You tripping.
Welcome to the Weekly Dog Sportsman Podcast Show. It's your boy Macko Scott, the man Russian.
And I'm East Selling the man Taylor Street.
And we got our mans with us. Old Heads.
Yes, sir. Old Millie, man, back in the building, man. AKA that dude. AKA Mr. Rello. AKA Mr. Rello, man. See, y'all got me sipping, man. I ain't messed up. Old Heads, man. Back in the building, man. You know what it is, man.
Hey, this said I heart hoops, man. We heart we got so much love in this game,
Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Man, Joe, it's so much about this basketball, Joe. This, you know, you my guy when it comes to hoops,
absolutely.
We Big Ten guys together,
all day.
We from the Big East era when AI and Ray Allen had one of the greatest college basketball games you
Y'all
ever
don't
seen.
know about Villanova and Tim Thomas and how dope he was. Y'all don't know about Seton Hall and Shaheen Holloway and Eddie Griffin. You're come on, dog. Like you don't know about that, man. Big dog. And I was actually just talking to him. I was texting, man. Them Saturday mornings was different, man. Big Dog screaming, throwing shit into the fifth row. Conzo Martin, you had the elevated court count. Who was that coach going crazy?
Katie or something?
Gene Katie going crazy on the sideline.
Arizona.
Oh yeah, of course.
Khalid Reeves and Stoudemire.
Oh, come on, man. That backcourt, that was stupid.
That was a backcourt. I think that was a backdoor tantrum. The those two.
And actually, I wouldn't say they were better, but a lot of people, if you want to check out a great backcourt, Rhode Island had a great backcourt with Tyson Wheeler and the cat, Catino Mobile. That was fun. That was
Catino Mobile and Tyson Wheeler was in Rhode Island?
Yeah, Rhode Island.
Illinois had a nice remote key.
They had a trio.
Dan Williams.
Oh, yeah, they made the top 5 with
Luke the Head.
Luke the Head, the West Siders with the Dallas guy.
To this day, I wish that was if they would have won the national championship, that would have been the best team of all time, I felt like.
I think so. I agree with you.
That was worse than the 7-3-10 loss with Golden State Warriors.
They kind of were.
They kind of worse than that.
They kind of were.
Now, just to transition a little bit, you talking about worse. What was worse than the Bulls' performance in this playing game, bro? I gotta get right into it, man. Bulls performance, man. This play, everybody into it. This the last series of the year, man. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was
Tell me about it, bro.
That
Tell
shit
me
was
all
boo-boo.
about it.
I was watching that, and I'm just like, what are y'all? For one, Patrick Willis, much respect to you, brother. I'm happy you got your money, but please go play in Siberia somewhere. Please, much love, bro. I love the soul patch you got on your head. You seem like a phenomenal guy, but you are the Tubi version of Kawhi Leonard. Please get off the Bulls.
He's Alibaba.
Yeah, he is the Alibaba version of Kawhi Leonard.
He like Fruit Rounds, not Fruit Loops. Fruit Rounds.
You select that nigga on 2K, he come out.
Bruce Slide.
That motherfucker come out looking like an 8-bit character on Bulls vs. Blazers.
Damn, man. I just had the Blazers up too. We got it pulled. It might still be up there. Look, it might still be up there. We can get around in before you leave. He lucky, Joe. We got it loaded right now. Get around in. But the Bulls, man. Where do we go from here, Joe? How you feel about management? Do we burn the team?
Me personally, I like the pace that Billy Donovan has us playing, right? Because we shoot the second most threes next to Boston. But I think at some point you need some toughness. As much as I didn't like him, I would like to see us get rid of Billy Donovan and go after the Denver Nuggets former head coach.
Yeah.
That might slow us down though. I think that's Donovan's speed though.
I like that, but I don't think we necessarily have the play. You can play that way, but you still have to have the players that's going to make you successful to play that way. Like, think about it. A lot of people think about small ball, and everybody was like, oh, well, the Warriors winning, we need to play small ball. No, nigga, they winning because they have Steph Curry and because they have Klay Thompson.
Right.
If you can't replicate that, your small ball isn't going to look like that.
Right.
And right now, we simply don't have those dogs to where his style of play is going to transition into wins, in my opinion. So I love Giddey. I love Bucelis. I think those are two cornerstone pieces that we can build around. If we can get lucky and get a Cooper Flag, I would love to see that happen. That's what I personally think is going to happen. I think some type of way. If you look at the NBA, the Knicks right now are good, right? But no, I'm just saying. When I say good, they're a playoff team.
Yeah, okay.
That's good for the NBA. Right. When you look at the West, you got LeBron and you got Luka. That's great for the NBA. There's really nobody in the middle. The Cavs are playing well. Who gives a fuck? LeBron's not there. Right, no one cares. There's no superstars right in the mid, well, just in the Midwest in general. Yeah. But I think if you take a Cooper Flag and you put him on that Bulls team,
we got a 6.1.
You got a lot of faith in Cooper Flag.
No, don't get me wrong. I don't think Cooper Flag is going to be the best player on the championship team. I think he can be the second best player on the championship team. In my opinion, Cooper Flagg is going to be a Jason Tatum, but more a better defender. He might not be as good an offensive player. He does everything well, but he doesn't necessarily do anything great. Kind of like Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum worked because he has an opposite. He has a Jaylen Brown. You know what I'm saying? He does lock up. He does lock up. Yeah. But I think Cooper Flagg is going to even be a better defender. He might not necessarily have that offensive repertoire that Tatum has, but I think from a defensive standpoint, I think Cooper Flagg would even be a better defender than Tatum. Right now, he's a better defender than Tatum was when he was at Duke. Okay. When you look at it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, when I see Cooper Flagg, he just don't scream defense to me. You know what I mean? Like I don't see. He played defense. Like in the NBA, I don't know, but it might translate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna knock him yet because I ain't seen him in the league.
Then you also gotta realize he's gonna be playing on the wing too.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be playing in the middle.
He's gonna be playing the 4.
He probably the 3.
The 3.
He probably put him at the 3.
Zealous at the 4. Zealous at the 4, he had the 3. They could flip flop, but that
they could flip flop.
The chance of that happening is extremely slim, but it can happen because that's what happened in Atlanta.
We got D Rose.
That's how Atlanta happened last year. They had like the 6% chance, and they made it to the.
Look who they got.
Zachary Ricochet.
They should pick Bronny.
I thought that was the other defensive dude. What's his name? The
He went to Washington. Czar. He actually had a good season. Alexander Czar.
Both of them are 6'10" with the offense, defense. I don't know, man. The Bulls, to me, I think Billy Donovan as a coach, right? For me to put C-Red to bed. Bulls season, of course, was disappointing. The play-in game tagged it all to me. Like, for this to be the 5th straight play-in game the Bulls done had, and for them to lose, like they always make the play-in, never make the playoffs, and they've been playing with Zach LaVine for so long. I think that's what played kind of Billy Donovan coaching style. We never really got to see what a Billy Donovan team would look like until we got rid of Zach LaVine. And I'm with you when you say the Bulls ain't got the horses for the race.
Yeah.
Like we don't got no manpower, nobody tough. Patrick Williams was a waste of money, but we had to sign him.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Kobe White. I love Kobe White.
Love Kobe White.
Cornerstone. Them three guys.
What about Ayo though? Hey, we was missing Ayo. He locked down.
Love him.
Yeah.
Love him. Coming off the bench. Chicago kid went to Illinois. Love him.
We know the cornerstone.
I think we gonna have a shot.
He can get hot too.
And I keep on. I still keep on the ball too.
We definitely need a big because Vooch is more of a 4.
Yeah.
He plays out of position. He's more of a 4. We have to get rid of him.
Either we gotta get rid of him or somebody gotta play next to him.
We gotta get rid of him.
He has to end up in a 4, a real solid 4. I'm saying
he can't because he's too lazy.
He's just too lazy. Yeah, he gotta
like
go.
If he was a 4 that defend, like if he defend, I'd be like, yeah, let's keep him around. But he don't defend.
Yeah, he gotta go. He gotta go.
Defend.
That's the key. I think we can still keep Billy Donovan and get rid of Vooch and keep on continue with. Giving somebody else, give Patrick Williams up, package them 2 together. That's a great package to get someone else. My feeling is like somebody like a Kuminga, since they don't want him in Golden State. That's nice to keep our team young, athletic. You know what I'm saying? Then get another big dog somewhere. Like they might give us like Jackson Davis. We give y'all 2 veterans, and y'all give us 2. You know what I'm saying? Give us like Jackson Davis. Y'all play him.
With any trade that get rid of them 2 guys.
Or give us Moody. I mean, y'all don't play him no more. Y'all don't want to play him. Yeah. Looney. I mean, they don't want to play Looney. You know what I'm saying? So bring Looney over here with Kuminga.
With Kuminga, you all
we'll take that.
That's how he been rocking. But I put the Bulls to bed. Let's talk about this East Coast, man. You said something about the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Who you feel like I don't even want to really talk about the Knicks too hard, but you know what I'm saying? I love the Knicks. Yeah. I just hate the fact that they got Karl-Anthony Towns. I feel like that just made the whole team whack. And
Big Bodega, he been balling this year.
He all about stats.
Balling.
He all about stats. Like he don't have impact on the game. Like that's the thing about me. To me, I'm like I love the Draymond Green type players where they don't really what they do ain't gonna show up on the stat sheet, but you gonna feel their presence on the court. If New York want to win, Cat need to be on something like that. You know what I mean? Cat need to be in the action like that. Guala welcome, man. Guala in the building. You know what I'm saying? Got Guala in the mix, yeah.
What's going Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so I feel like that about the Knicks, but the East, who you got coming out the East, bro? Who you got? Top 2 teams, Eastern Conference Finals. Give me a take on the East.
If I think it match up the way it should, it's probably gonna be Cavs and Boston. That's my opinion. I don't see anybody beating Boston.
Right.
Boston, I think Boston has gotten to that point. Kinda, don't get me wrong, they're not on the same level. But I remember being a teenager as a kid watching the Bulls kind of coast through the regular season.
Yeah.
And then I think you see Boston, like everybody with Cavs, the number 1 seed, and it's like, yeah, but if you watching Boston, when they want to turn it up, they literally have 7, 8. They can go 7, 8, 9 deep. Yeah. And you're talking about all 7, 8, 9 of them can shoot the rock. 6 of them can also play D, lock you up, and also shoot the 3. Yeah. So I think just from a firepower standpoint, I think they've shot the most threes. They just beat their own record this year for most threes attempted in a season. Yeah, they have so much firepower to where I think, yes, there are going to be some games to where, yeah, you might have where they might lose 2 games in a series. But the chances of beating them 4 games, because, okay, cool, Derek White not having a good night.
Right.
Fuck. But Tatum and Brown not missing. Tatum, right. Tatum having a bad night. Damn, Drew Holiday having, but he hot. Yeah. Oh, okay.
His 15 seems like it's 40.
Right.
He had 15.
Right.
It's like, damn.
Holiday having a bad night. Pritchard ain't hitting shit. Damn, but this nigga Horford cannot miss from the corner. God damn.
They got a guy every night. He's a guy.
Mr. Yes Sir. I call the nigga Derek White Mr. Yes Sir.
Oh my God.
That nigga
blew out.
Right. That nigga hot now.
I think that's the key to them.
Yeah, bro. It's
the key
just
to beating
so
Boston.
much firepower.
You gotta take away him first. You gotta take away the snake. That's like the. And I'm gonna say the head of the snake. Boston, one of those states that got like multiple heads.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Take away one of their heads, and I think Derek White is the key head to take. Like let Drew Holiday get off. Do not let him act like he a superstar, like he an Olympian, because he'll try to treat you like he an Olympian, and you gotta shut that down with White. That's the key to stop them, because Tatum won't get off. Let him do his thing, because he'll shoot some wild, goofy shots, taking out the offense.
See, what I love about Tatum is I think I know enough people talk about. If his shot isn't falling, like you alluded to early, he still plays D. Yeah. You have a lot of guys a la Zach LaVine. If his shot ain't if his shot ain't falling,
he don't even want to play.
Zach LaVine remind me of that guy in the at the Y. That once he scored, he run it back. Everybody get back. After he scored, he run. Everybody get back. Nigga, you ain't did nothing. He want now you want to slap the floor. Now you want to slap the floor. You to hit back to hat. So I think. No, man, but like I say, I think we'll be. I got Boston coming out the East.
Yeah, I like that.
I
love Boston all day.
Yeah, I like Boston.
Shout out my homie Frank. He painted his house green for the Celtics. So I'm always rolling with the Celtics.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know, man, let's go. West Coast, California. Those had a party.
The GOAT, man. The GOAT coming out of there. LeBron James. Yeah, the GOAT.
That trade was everything?
Straight to the point.
Huh?
That trade was everything?
Fuck no. The Lakers ain't going nowhere. What you talking about? No, niggas ain't going nowhere, bro.
When you said the GOAT, you already threw me off. Right. The GOAT went up. You already threw me off. I'm confused.
Nah, them niggas
Let
ain't
me look
going
at my
nowhere,
notes, Joey.
Nah. I really like, believe it or not, I like Houston. Woo. And the reason why I like Houston is coaching.
Yes.
Udoka might be, I
Coach
think,
of the year?
probably Coach of the Year, but he might, I would even go further and say I think he's the 3rd best coach behind Spoelstra and Kerr. When you look at
right now in the league.
Yeah, right now in the league. I personally think it's Eric Spoelstra, then give me Steve Kerr, and then after that, give me Udoka. Because he's done it with 2 young teams. He did it with that Boston team. He got caught. Nigga, what was you doing with Nia Long, nigga? Like, it's Nia, like, nigga, it's Nia Long, nigga. Like, I understand you African and all that shit, but nigga, it's Nia Long, nigga. And then
never good enough, man. Some of us just never get it.
Then it was with a ugly ass white girl at that.
You know he was crawling.
Dog.
You know he was crawling. crawling, though. He just got caught crawling.
Hey, but he redeemed himself. He redeemed himself, though. He redeemed himself. Hey, get off my guy, man. Get off my guy.
Hey, but he bounced back, though.
He definitely bounced back. But like I said, that Houston team, I get it, they're young.
I love that team.
OKC, I know you can say the same thing for OKC being young, but I think when it comes down to it, it's really coaching. And Houston, they got dogs, bro. They got and they hungry too. They're hungry, and I love how versatile they are. Sengun, I told people about him 2 years ago. Yeah. I call him Baby Joker. Okay. And he does everything Jokic does, just maybe not on that scale, but he can simply do everything that he does. He can pass, shoot, he can score mid-range, he can score inside. And then you got Jalen Green, who's a phenomenal scorer. Yeah. You know, then you got Brooks. Yeah, Brooks is a dog, so you got that defensive.
The leadership.
Yeah, the leadership. Then you got Thompson. You got Amen Thompson there.
You ain't saying my favorite man.
Who?
From Rockford. Who? The point guard.
What's his name?
The point guard. Fred.
Fred Van Fleet.
Freddie. From Toronto. Yeah, Fred Van Fleet. You got Fred.
They got championship experience.
You're right. They got Fred.
That's why I like
Fred
that
Van
team.
Fleet. Yeah, you right. Undrafted.
They got your boy too. You know, from OKC. Now he was the veteran.
From with Houston now.
Man, we got sickle one time, like, and he back. Man, what's his name, Joe?
Houston got some players.
Yeah,
he a dog too. He a starter. He be playing. He ain't starter. He's six man though. Like he play a lot. Super veteran.
Yeah.
Super veteran. Played for OKC with KD though. And
the white boy.
Steve Adams.
Not
Steven Adams.
Steve Adams the center.
Yeah. They got Steve Adams too, but
talking about,
Jeff Green.
Yeah, Jeff Green.
Oh, yeah, the other veteran. The other veteran, yeah.
I forgot about it. I also like Jabari Smith Jr.
Yeah, Jabari Smith Jr. They got a nice little team,
I respect that pick.
I respect that.
It's the weekly dog, so you know we like the other dog.
I'm a Warrior fan, so I respect that just out of love. I'm a Dub Nation. You know, I love the Dubs, so just to hear you say that, that's like crazy because I feel like
who you got?
Well, I got the Warriors all day. I mean, I just think they got an easy path. Like it's set up nice for us.
Who they play first?
They said we're gonna win the championship. We play the Rockets first.
Oh shit!
So stop them mind. I feel like they like a raw team. This is not that yet. This is still like the Steph era.
It could be.
This is about the era about LeBron. It's LeBron and Steph. Who gonna get that fifth ring? Because now that's gonna be the new.
That's how
Mike stuff got to be quiet with that Mike shit. It's gonna be strictly LeBron and Curry who got the most rings, and Curry could pass them up. That changed a lot of the narrative of what's going on.
Minnesota got a chance to beat the Lakers.
They need a third option.
Not with Luka, because Luka already owned Minnesota before LeBron. Now with LeBron and AK and Reed, that's too much. It's just too much.
Yeah, you agree with that too? You like the Lakers over Minnesota in this series?
I personally think so. I think when you just look at just star power, I mean if Edwards is going to damn near have to average 40.
Yeah, he's going to have to average 40.
He's going to have, because Rudy is such a liability.
Right.
Especially.
Your boy got to step up, though. He got to act like he matched LeBron.
They finally started gelling.
He's a problem. I've been watching him since the McDonald's All-Star game. He's a bull in the China shop, lefty. I love Julius Randle. Play for Kentucky. But, I like him, but like I say, I don't know if they have enough dogs to compete, in my personal opinion. But like I say, you want to know what? Put it this way, I wouldn't be surprised if they lose because LeBron hasn't looked the same since prior to that injury. And then if Luka plays Luka ball, I could absolutely see Minnesota take, because Minnesota also play deep.
Right.
And that's something nobody look at.
Right.
And the Lakers,
they got a bunch of those tall. They got a bunch of those tall defensive guys on that bench, and they come at you in waves.
Yeah,
like Nas Reeves and the crew.
Yeah, so
they be out there.
I mean, so I think that can honestly go. That can go either way.
I agree when you say it's gonna be a lot of pressure for Ant.
Yeah.
You know, he gonna have to throw 40 every night.
The Lakers should win, but if Anthony Edwards, I mean, a lot of people want him to be the face of that league, I wouldn't. He can give you 40 a night. He can. He has that ability to.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that series.
Yeah, I like that series too.
I'm looking forward to Memphis. You know what I mean? Just seeing them play, you know, today, like that Memphis versus OKC.
That's gonna be the funnest.
That's out there.
As far as like, man, Ja versus Shea, like that's incredible.
That's gonna be crazy. So I'm really excited about that one right there.
But who you got coming out the West now? Like what's you ain't right now. It's just
so right now the West, at the West Coast right now. If I go with my heart, I really feel like I gotta say Golden State, bro. For the simple fact that I love teams. I love Steve Kerr. He from that Bulls era. It's just something about guys that did it. You know, and I know like Jimmy Butler, he cut from a different cloth. He give Golden State a different type of power, something that I feel like this Golden State team right here is better than the team they had when the last ring they won with Clay. I feel like this Golden State team, this team better than that team, and that team won. Even though they beat Boston, you know, I think it's gonna be Boston and Golden State rematch, and I feel like Boston gonna come out on top this time. They gonna really take it down.
They plus 800 last time. They was a couple of episodes ago. They was probably what 3,500 or something.
Golden State
to get out the West. Now they plus 800, so they dropped tremendously.
Yeah, better verse it out.
Your guys done plus 2,300. So shout out to Houston Rockets. They plus 2,300. They play against Golden State. I feel like whoever come out of that right there, that might be the ones that's gonna take over this situation. I think this is the hardest test for Golden State. Is the Houston Rockets. People don't understand they sleepers. Anytime you come from number 11 seed all the way to 2nd seed, that's a problem. That's a lot.
The coach went heavy on that.
That's a lot right there.
Big coaching.
That's a lot. They good. I sent them. They had Steph Curry with 3 points. They held them to 3 points. That mean they got some lockups out there. So it's gonna be interesting. But it's a 7-game series, so the vets should do what they supposed to do. I'm going to Golden State plus 800 to get out the West. I ain't gonna make my pick for the gonna win everything else, with the East, because you know it's really Boston, like he said. Boston got too much. They coasting. You can tell they coasting. Dude, they already salty. You know what I'm saying about the Olympics. Some of them then go to the Olympics. So, got a lot of stuff going.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff, and I feel like that's the best story. Boston versus Golden State, the Olympic stuff. They just add a little bit more on top. Brown and make the Olympics. Tatum had to sit on the bench because Steve Kerr felt like a certain type of way. So I just feel like, man, I want Boston. I want Boston to come out on top.
So one story that might be better than both of those stories, and that will be King James going
LeBron with his son.
Winning it all with his son. You know what I'm
saying?
That's the story that
we'll see.
You know what I'm saying? I think after that,
what's the Lakers odds?
Retired.
What's the Lakers odds?
Plus 600. So the Lakers odds plus 600. They're the third highest. So the first highest odds is obviously OKC. They plus minus 150. This is the Western Conference, so this ain't the
right. This just come out the West.
Come out the West.
I need OKC to do it for one of my
minus
future
150,
bets.
but they second, Golden State number 3.
Okay.
You know, and then the Clippers. Which you gotta watch out for too. So
yeah, that's that. It's definitely dangerous. So man, that's the playoffs, y'all. We're gonna talk about a little bit of this W. You know what I mean? The WNBA. Want to get into it a little bit before we get out of here? We got about 5 more minutes. 10 more minutes to talk about the excitement the Chicago Sky just got. Kaylee Van Leo.
Kaylee.
You know what I mean? So shout out to the Sky.
Yeah, we actually had 2 picks too. What that tall? I actually watched the other one from Lithuania or something like that. I mean, she from Luka country.
Oh yeah.
She was on that team.
I was sleep on the other pick we had.
She tall. She's hitting all balls. Just keep shooter. She's the MVP.
You know we be fucking up the names.
Overseas, I don't got her name. I don't got her name.
You know we be messing up the names.
It's a Boschfish. Like it's on some.
You see her highlights though?
I seen her highlights. I went to YouTube. I looked at her and see what's going on. All she doing is dropping bombs.
I can.
All day.
Avaska Sadvaka?
Yeah, Avaska Sadvaka.
I'll take a shot of vodka. What you say?
We had 2 first round picks.
And Haley Van Lith.
Right, back to back, kind of like when we picked Angel Reese and Cardozo. Sky, man, I kick it off with my take on the Sky. Sky, I'm expecting to make the playoffs this year without a doubt. I don't like the fact that they fired their coach, but I do like. I can't agree with. I don't like how she was calling a lot of the games late, and the fact that we didn't make the playoffs and we had the best rebounders in the game. I don't like that. You know, I think that we should have made the playoffs last year. So firing her spoon, even though I like how the team respected her, I don't feel like she did a good job coaching. So I can respect that, and I think I'm expecting another match. She had an Angel Reese. She a superstar for sure. I'm not so sure about the guards though. Like the draft picks, I'm not really sure about the guards and the draft picks. I don't know if she gonna stick around. I think she probably may have got drafted just because of her name and her pedigree. But we gonna see. She got picked number 7.
Who, Haley?
Oh yeah, Haley. 11
Yeah,
overall. So it wasn't a crazy high pick.
Right.
But you know, I felt like it was a couple other guys out there in college that we probably could have got that was probably better than her. But we gonna see. You know what I mean? We gonna definitely see. So I feel like the Sky should be middle of the pack. I don't think we're gonna beat Indiana, but I think Indiana gonna be the darling this year and possibly gonna win it all. So be on the lookout for Indiana and CC. I think they got what it takes.
Team up a little bit. You know, I think Plum gone actually in LA.
Yeah, Plum gone.
So they kind of
Las Vegas.
Losing them they touch.
Yeah, they still got some studs.
They got some studs.
It's all about Green. She's getting old. Her body breaks down. She can't stay healthy. But like I say, she was just with Reese and Unrivaled. And
that was her bounce back.
Yeah, that was her bounce back. So I think if Chelsea, a lot of people look at her as possibly being the best point guard in the WNBA. So I think
that 3-on-3 hold court.
She saw like, man, I'm her. Like I'm her.
Yeah,
that 3-on-3 hold court.
She was her.
Yeah, she's different. But like I said, it's gonna be tough. I think if I'm the Sky, it's all about rebuilding. I love Angel Reese. I love Cardoza. I don't think enough people give her credit. I think having those two guys there, having that length, like I said, we just need to get that. We're gonna have to get a guard. I'm looking forward in 2 years of getting Juju. That's what I'm looking forward. If you can put Juju, if you can get Juju with Angel Reese and Cardoza, you got Haley Van Lith if she's possibly still there coming off the bench. But like I say, we gotta hopefully coaching works out. But my biggest thing is I don't look at us as making the playoff this year. Kind of the same way I look at the Bears. As long as I see improvement and it look like we're going in the right direction, that's all I can ask for.
That's it. All right, what about another team besides the Sky? You know what I mean? Because I can respect that in the Sky. Like, we got to it's a lot of things we got to cover. You know, we know Angel Reese is a star. We all can agree Angel Reese is a star.
Right.
And we got a long way to go. WNBA all about guard play. And Dallas, man, they picked up Paige Beckers. They got the other girl down there whose name I can't pronounce, but we was talking about Baron Davis. She kind of remind me of Baron Davis, Joe.
Arike.
She
went down now?
Yeah. So I kind of like Dallas too, man. What's another team? Give me another one of your favorite teams.
Of course, I love the Aces. The Fever are going to be tough this year. I really, really like that. Of course, because I live in Wisconsin, but actually that I can't think of the name. That Minnesota team, that Lake team.
The Lakes.
Collier is.
That's my team. That's my team.
She's that team. You talk about culture.
They got a culture.
I don't know if there's a better culture in the WNBA as far as the history-wise than that Minnesota Lynx culture. Even if like I said, I live close to Minnesota. They show up for that team.
You can feel
even like in the city, like
they've been like
they
that forever,
love that team. You know what I'm saying? So I think next year she ain't going nowhere. And what I love about her is she's not one of those players that always handed it to her. Like, no one looked at her as necessarily a Paige Beckter.
Right.
She worked for everything she got. She kind of reminds me of almost like KD almost, but a much better defender than KD. But she's a problem. I like that.
Like Giannis, something like Giannis in the league. kind of like a.
Inside, outside, she go to the hole.
She's probably the best player in the league.
And she lock up.
Hands down.
She won D-Boy last year.
All she did, she won
D-Boy.
I ain't know that she won.
And she won a one-on-one too. Yeah, beat all of them.
Yeah, ain't nobody really messing with her.
I one-on-one game.
Well, who you got, E?
I'm rocking with the. I'm looking at the
Your
Lakers
W
same
team.
way. I'm looking at the Lakers the exact same way. I thought they really had it this year. So next year, I know they made it some good pieces. I don't really know too much what they made, but just based on what I was seeing on the last year, I had, like he was saying, how they movement and stuff. They made me like the Spurs type of team. They always had that good culture. They always been playing together. Like you don't really see the ball just standing there. None of that type of stuff. It's a whole system, and she is a great player in that system. So I think it's gonna continue. I think they one of those teams to go up against. Maybe on the same thing with New York. Still up there, you know.
Right.
But them beat New York this time.
Right. Yeah, New York, I felt was like overrated, but that's New York, man. But man, though, Omar, you made it, man. You finally made it, man. I'm proud, man. I'm happy to hear you, man. We gonna wrap up the show right here, man. But before we go, we know y'all gotta like, subscribe, share,
please
support this content, man.
Weekly Dog,
Sportsman Podcast. Support this content, Joe. We in the orchestration. We gotta do our shout outs around now. Old Heads Podcast, normally one of my first shout outs. They in the building that day. You know what I mean? So shout out Old Heads. Brothers who could make it, shout them out, man.
Absolutely. The brother Hendo, my brother Bills, and of course Aku, man. Much love to all you brothers. If you're in La Crosse, Wisconsin area, our brother, if you're in Jackson Plaza, our brother A Breath of Fresh. He does great shoe restoration, Tim's, it doesn't matter. He also sells retro kicks, clothing. And then if you're Fifth and King, our brother JV, the Closet Man, retro kicks. Hey, I know La Crosse is small. You don't have to go to eBay, man. Shop locally, shop black owned. Yes. And then also download that app, Bump That Radio. Our brother Detroit Manuel trying to bring radio back like how it used to be. Okay. I appreciate all the love. Like, subscribe to the Weekly Dog Podcast. Also, Old Heads Sports Entertainment Podcast. You can check us out on YouTube. Also, check us out under C Hendo on YouTube. CEEHENDO. Man, like, subscribe, share. And then Juneteenth, June 22nd, if you're in the La Crosse, Wisconsin area, old school versus new school basketball game. It's going to be a lot of fun. 23 and younger, new school. 27 and over, old school, man.
Old school.
Yeah, look, old heads, y'all lost the last 4 games.
Lost the last 4?
I've been coaching the young heads. My son is on the team. They talking a lot of shit. I'm right there with them because I want to feel young. So hey, but as an old head, y'all gotta represent, man. But June 22nd, as of right now, if it doesn't rain, we'll be at Powell Park, 2 p.m. Old Heads, old school versus new school, Juneteenth, 2nd annual basketball game. Come check us out, man.
Come check them out, man. Come check them out.
Check them out, please.
T-Knock, we'll find a spot. We're gonna catch him probably later on. He gonna hit the spaceship on the hallway. He gonna catch T-Knock. He got a lot to say about the Bulls on the hallway. So shout out T. He dropping, he on YouTube. We making moves, man. All my Holy Trinity brothers, D.
Yes,
P-Dub.
Yes, sir.
Shout out HT. Got HT Love in here.
Yes,
Pastor 96 in here. 97.
Yes, sir.
98.
Yes,
all
sir.
my guys. 95. Y'all know what it is. Really, 89 to 99. You know what I mean? 10 years of greatness. Shout out St. Malachi, the Rams.
Hey.
Y'all know what that's like.
Shout out to the orchestration where we at right now.
Orchestration, Ejilla Beats. Thanks for producing this episode, man. While in the building, y'all ready, man? Like, subscribe, share. Y'all know what it is. The Weekly Dog Sportsman Podcast. We out.
The Weekly Dog Sportsman Podcast.